Welcome back to the Artie Lange Show. Lynne Koplitz here. Very funny Lynne Koplitz from East Gotham. And she's getting laid, and her career is amazing, so what does she care? We were talking exercising. John said to me, do you run outside? When I run, I'm like, God forbid I get recognized running outside. Like, the a-hole people who recognize me, like, hey, Art, waste of time. Not working. Hey, keep trying. Hey, when did you turn gay?
I think they start running with you. I think that's the biggest.
Like Rocky.
Yeah.
But they all pass me. Where you guys going?
The Pied Piper of every lunatic in the city. All these crazy homeless people in a garbage bag. I'm running with you.
Homeless guys with limps are beating me. Homeless guys with the gout and, like, and scurvy are beating me.
Maybe you and Mike should go on a jogging plan together.
What about that, Mike? Well, do you know how I got Mike as an announcer? I Googled comedians fatter and uglier than Artie Lange. One guy showed up. No, Mike and I are kindred spirits, I think. Mike's a funny ass guy.
He's very funny.
And Mike and I have some weight issues. We're working on it. I mean, we'll be fine.
Mike's also losing weight.
And Mike's life is going great, too. He's got the career going on.
That girl out was hot out there. I loved it.
Yeah, I know. She was cute, the girl.
I know.
The Orlando
Did
girl.
you see him?
I didn't see the girl. I saw him
interviewed-
outside.
She
Some
said that Mike was
passerbys.
adorable.
I said to her, I go, where you from? I said, you're adorable.
Well, he's
I
hitting
said,
on
you know,
he's a
on TV,
professional
I'm
weatherman.
sorry.
He's hitting on these women. He goes, where are you from? She goes, Orlando. He goes, you're adorable. And she said, you're adorable too. Bye. Ah!
Wait a second. Wait. He's a professional comedian. He's not a professional weatherman. Is it?
For the bid, he
all
was
right,
supposed
for
to
the
be a
bid,
weatherman.
okay, his
But you're
nose
right.
was running.
That's a good point.
I'm pretty
Just
sure.
like you,
His
Lynn.
face was plastered
Sure,
with
Lynn, just
snot.
knock me down. Just like you. Artie can't have a moment where his show's good, right?
Your show's great.
So explain what you do with Jenny McCarthy.
Oh, so Jenny, I last year she had an audition, and it's really working for me. This I'm giving up and I don't really care kind of attitude.
You know, a lot of people say that about Phil Hartman said, Phil Hartman was 38 when he got Saturday Night Live, and he said, I started booking stuff when I stopped caring.
Literally, like, honestly, tonight I dress decently, but usually I'm in, like, pajamas. Like, I go to the Comedy Cellar
I've
and
seen
what
you
I
with the
sleep in.
cellar. You're there writing a lot, which is nice, but you have pajamas on.
When I'm going to sleep in, yeah. I always tell the audience, I'm one face wash away from bed. Let's get this done. But anyway, I went and did this audition, and Jenny was looking, but she was doing this tour, putting this tour together called Dirty, Sexy, Funny.
Right.
And
Well, she's got 2 of those.
and oh my gosh, she's so wonderful. She's hilarious.
Right.
And she hosts the thing, and then
Right.
she has all these female comics on the show.
Oh, that's nice.
And we just did it in Vegas. It was really fun, and we taped it for Epic.
For what channel?
So it's going to be
Epic.
on.
Oh, good.
It's going to be on Valentine's Day.
So you're all over the place.
Yeah, it was. I mean, it was. Yeah, and I just did Dave Attell's Uncensored.
I did that too. I did one of the
you love
nights.
it?
I mean, anything with a tell. You did it at Around the Block from the Cellar, right?
Yeah.
It was fun.
At the
That was a lot
Underground.
of fun. When is that airing? I know, because I did one of those. And I didn't get my 2 G's yet. I was supposed to get $2,000.
You didn't get your money?
No.
Did you get your little swag?
I did.
Your gift? It was nice.
Quite
It was a nice
frankly,
gift.
none of it fits. What do I want the 2 G's.
Give it to Mike.
I will. Mike, how often does swag in a gift bag fit you?
Never. I just want them to give me cash.
I know.
Back at the shelter.
Lynn has a lot of, notes about your performance out there. I mean, she liked it, but clearly...
I love the adorable. You see, he is cute.
I agree. The
funny.
running nose bit, he thought of that himself.
It happened in a moment.
Great
It was
improv. That was you. Are you like Upright Citizen Brigade with that improv?
Del Close would have been proud.
Del Close. There's a reference nobody gets. Del up close. So I'm happy for you, Lynn. You
Thank
deserve
you.
it. I mean, you've always been funny, and you're pretty. You're a triple threat.
You
Trying
know
to think of the third thing. I don't know. You're a great dancer.
And you can pay for yourself.
I love this broad. She could pay for herself. She makes money. You know what I'm saying? Now you say you're dating in the commercial. So you're dating a 20-year-old Mexican.
Oh no, he's not Mexican. He's 25. I mean, we're dating.
Good
We're
for
playing
you.
free and easy with that word, but I mean, it's not like.
Can you give me an accurate description of the relationship?
He lives in California, right? And
Perfect.
but his family lives in Staten Island. So at Christmas, we were coming back. I was shooting the Jones show. I was rapping. And we came back, and we're on separate flights. But then at the last minute, like, his flight was delayed. So I got him on my flight. And then I'm in first class. He's in coach.
That's great. I love that.
I'm like, can you take him these cookies? I don't want to disturb my movie.
I love doing the first class laugh where you board first and the coach people go and just go,
I like to have the drink. So when people walk by, I go, oh.
yeah.
So good.
My broad's the same way. I tell her, you're thin. A coach ticket's like first class to you. I can't give up my first class.
I love first
It's
class.
the best.
But then I'm sitting on the plane and it hits me. His parents are picking him up at the airport. Like, I'm gonna have to meet them. And the mother's only like 10 years older than me.
I know, that's very difficult.
It was the most embarrassing, horrible. And I mean, I have a driver, so they're like, do you need us to give you a ride? I'm like, I just want to die.
My girl's parents are very classy, nice people. The old man's a doctor, and I'm waiting for him to pull me aside and go, listen, we've made some phone calls. If you don't stop dating my daughter, I'm going to have you killed. Like, they can't be excited about this relationship. They can't be.
Why not? You're a wonderful catch.
Oh.
You're a nice guy. You're funny. You're
think so?
adorable.
Oh, well, you don't see me, when, she doesn't, make the bed properly and I have to yell and stuff. You never see the bad side of me.
Do you do that? What are you even talking about? There's a time when you have to.
I give her chores to do.
Listen,
I'm kidding.
I had a bruise the other day on my arm because I just bump into things now that I've gained weight. I'm unwieldy. I don't even know what's happening.
Wait. Wink at me. Is this a code for saying he hit you?
No.
Is that one of the things he hit you?
No, but Esty was at the Comedy Cellar, and she's a manager, and she was like, what are you going to do about this? Like, what are you going to? You have to address it. So when I go, I have opinions. And people got offended.
I dated a girl who really was clumsy, and she would fall, and she was always bruised, and she was very embarrassed by it that she was so clumsy. So to cover up. To make it less awkward amongst her friends, we would just tell her friends that I beat the crap out of her. Back with Lynn after this. Welcome back to the Artie Lange Show. Lynne Koplitz is here this Friday and Saturday at the Gotham Comedy Club right here on 23rd Street, Manhattan.
And tomorrow night, we're there taping the Access.
You doing that thing?
TV,
I'm doing that too. I did that once.
Are you doing it tomorrow?
I did that once, and are you hosting it?
No.
I hosted it once. I'm hosting it again February 6th or something. Well, you'll kill there. That'll be
Pauly
great.
Shore is hosting it tomorrow, and then.
Do you know Pauly?
No, I've talked to him on the phone.
He's probably going to hit on you. How are you going to deal with that?
I don't think he is now.
What was the discussion like on the phone?
Would you bang
He actually said on the phone.
Would you bang Pauly Shore?
I don't want to. Don't make me be mean. He's way too old for me. I don't like him old with opinions. Paulie's he's got opinions and ideas. No, I like him young and stupid. I like him.
The worst thing about Paulie is I hate people who have opinions, and after every opinion they say "buddy."
Well, he kept saying to me, "You and me, we're exactly alike."
Really?
Are we?
Well, that's odd. Okay, Paulie, thanks.
What are you trying to tell me, Paul?
You're not right. You're not talking to the surfer version of Carrot Top. Well, that's exciting. So you got nothing but work going on.
I'm sorry. The surfer version of Carrot Top.
That would be something like
hilarious. Where is Carrot Top, by the way?
Well, he's probably in
Vegas,
some mansion.
right?
Yeah,
he's in a
seriously?
mansion in Vegas is what he is, probably. Make a lot of money that cat made.
I love it for him. God bless him.
Why? Absolutely. What am I to begrudge him? Even though I do begrudge him.
I'm not, but you know what it is? It's because
Matter of fact, I hate it.
when I was in high school, I remember getting. This is my phone. Whenever someone says, "Do you think Carrot Top is funny?" This is what I say. When I was in high school, whenever it was time to do a book report, I would never read the book. I would read the beginning of it, the end of it. I would interview people who read it.
Right.
I would read the Cliff Notes. And by the end, I would have done so much work.
You're right.
If I just read the book. I watched Carrot Top. I'm like, if you just wrote a joke.
You're right.
All this work at the freaking
suitcase,
factory.
you're right.
All the calling the China to make sure they put the thing together right for you.
He's building a bird cage with confetti in it, and like he needs carpentry skills. It's like
He's got 3 assistants who are pulling it out of the box going, no, there's no confetti.
just making an observation about the airport. Exactly. That's an excellent point. He's doing a lot of. Well, it's like the people with the sex fetishes. I've said this before. Like who? They gotta not want to have sex. Like, when do they have sex? I don't want to build a shed before I bang somebody. I just want to go right, put a rubber suit on for 22 minutes, and then what happens? Nothing.
Although there are some of those sex fetishes where I think to myself, like, wow, like you could just like think about what we do.
Yeah.
Like, so I can make $50 just sitting on a cake. Just putting tights on and sitting on a cake. That's all I gotta do is put some fishnet pantyhose on and sit on a cake and go, oh!
That's great.
And I'm gonna make money.
That's great for my sex fetish, but it's horrible for my cake fetish. Which sometimes overcomes my sex fetish.
Which is exactly why I refuse to ruin a good cake like that.
Well, so now when does the Jenny McCarthy thing air?
That's going to be on February 14th.
February 14th, so
And
Valentine's
it's
Day.
very funny.
Yeah, and Joan and Melissa starts when?
You know what? I don't know the exact start date, but I know it's this month. It's like the end of this month. It's like any day now. But
Right.
if you go to it's on
It's on the
Women's Entertainment. Yeah, on the Women's
God
Network.
bless Joan. She just keeps going.
Oh,
She's unbelievable. She just keeps working.
And you know her. You know her well.
I've met her a couple times.
You should have her on here.
I would love it.
Yeah,
But
you
she's,
should have her on
yeah.
here. She'd come on here.
You think so?
Oh, absolutely.
Give her a
Especially
call.
with I'll email her tonight.
I remember from Howard, she'd come on Howard all the time when I was there. She was always very nice and very funny. It's great. It's like a lot of young comics just mail it in. She never mailed it in. It's always like really,
Oh no,
you know.
she writes so much. She writes all the time.
Right.
She's hilarious. In fact, we were on set one day, and I said, "Oh, Joan, I have this game we could play." So we were coming up with characters that Joan knew, like from history, like Pocahontas or like whoever. And Joan and I would say Pocahontas, and she'd say a whore, and then I would start to write. Like we would write these. We would take turns writing the joke. And so Melissa walks by and she goes, "What are you guys doing?" And I'm like, "We're playing this game where like I say that," and I told her what it was, and Melissa goes, "That's not a game. You're both stupid."
Lynne Koplitz. Thank you, Lynn.
The Artie Lange Show, weeknights on Audience, only on DirecTV.